Hey guys, it's me Simone, and in this video we are going to look through the current journals I am using as of 2017 in June. Yeah, so I'm going to go through all my journals real quick and show you the ones I'm using. So let's get started. First one up is my junk journal art journal. No, sorry, my junk journal scrapbook. So this is a book that I made a video about why I'm using this one, and I can go through and use up old photos that didn't go in my didn't fit in my scrapbook, or tickets I got through going to movie theaters, or little things have happened that maybe I don't want to put in my scrapbook that I can put in here. And so that's what I use this kind of for, just to kind of like a daily, everyday kind of memory keeping. So that's what's in here. And I'm making a video about that separately. Second, see, I'm knocking things over. Every time I make a video, I have to knock over at least one thing. I can't just not knock something over. It kind of makes me a little upset. So this is my, these are two journals I made in my creative art journaling video series. This book I walk you guys through how to make it, how to decorate it, and how to bind it. And then this book I didn't go through, I just kind of show you guys this after the fact. And I don't use these every day. These are kind of just for my YouTube series that I do with you guys who are beginners into art journaling, who might want some help. And so this is that. And so I only use these to make videos, and only work in them when I'm making a video. So I don't use these all the time. And this just has recollection paper, and this has a Nina paper, and this one's like off, it's like a gray color, and that's one like a white color. Just in case you wanted to work on different color papers. Next up is my personal art journal. Make sure I'm putting this there. This book, I really didn't do sizes, did I? Oopsie. Those other ones are standard, like A5 size. Yeah, the other journals are showing you, they're a little smaller. They're like 5 by something. I think I tell you guys in the video what size they are. So I don't remember. They're like 5 by 7.5 or something. I don't remember. This is 8.5 by 7. This is my personal art journal that I work through. I don't do too many. Like I think I have a couple videos of how I use this journal somewhere around YouTube world. Yeah, there's a couple videos out there from this, looking in this book. But most of it is kind of in private, not because I'm like secretive, just, you know, I don't always want to sit here, turn the camera on, film it, make sure the battery's okay, lighting's good. Yeah, I don't always want to do that. So I don't always show these videos. And sometimes when I want art journal, I just don't want to make a video about it. So yeah, but you do see these videos, you see the pictures of this art journal on my Instagram. I do post pretty regularly on there. Some pictures of what I'm working on. And then here, I didn't really mention paper, but yeah, I'm sure I'm mentioning paper. And here, I made this book myself. I made a tutorial on this, but I don't think I even uploaded it yet, or uploaded it at all, because the quality is a much older video. I think it's like back when I first started making videos last year, so the quality isn't the best. I think I already deleted it. So if you're interested in how I made this book, I will make a tutorial. If you like, leave me a comment below or like this video, and I'll make a tutorial on how I make this. But I just use printer paper that is 8.5 by 14, and cut it down. I cut it down. I shouldn't do cutting, and then just brought it together and made this book. It's really nice, sturdy book. And the paper quality is just regular printer paper, but I like working on different papers since I mostly use acrylic paints, so it doesn't really matter too much for me on the thickness of the paper, and I could just gesso it. So, you know, don't really care. I'm not a paper snob, but I'm down. I just, you know, whatever works, whatever works. That's me. So I have that. And the next journal I have here is my junk journal, art journal. Make sure I'm on the first page. Yeah. This book, I have a bunch of like random papers in here. Like there's some cardstock in here, and then there's pre-painted papers I've had in my stash, scrapbook paper, printer paper, book text, spray paper, wallpaper, baking paper. Just all different kinds of stuff in here. Jelly prints, craft, gray paper, composition of paper, just whatever. And put it all together, I made this little book, so it's fun. I can work on different like surfaces. And I've had a lot of different things in here. There are a couple videos on this journal up on my channel already, if you are so interested to see what I do in here. But I like it. I just kind of flip through, find a page I want to work on, and have a different surface to work on each time and get messy. So I do really, really appreciate and like this. And next journal I have here is my big journal. I don't think I can fit this on my camera. This journal is huge. Oh, and that one is about A5. No, it's a little smaller than A5. I think it's like a tad bit short. I think it's like, is that 5? It's like 5 by 4. That book, the pages are, I think it's like 5 by 4. Give or take. This book, I don't know the size of this book. I don't remember. That's what I think was. Okay, this is 9 by 12? Yeah, basically. 9 by 12. These pages are huge. I took an art class back at my old college, and we were required to get a big old, like a 24 by 18 sketchbook, and I had some pages left over, so I folded them up and put them in here. So this book is huge, and I do love it. And there's some paper in here that is folded up in like little tabs. This is a A5 size paper, so you just see the size difference if you can. That's A5, you know, close enough. A5, and then that's how big the paper is. Like, you see the difference. It's huge. And so most of the time when I work in this journal, I experiment with different things and stuff, and mostly I like using a lot of magazine paper in here. And this paper quality is decent, but it's not that thick or anything. But it's an interesting journal, and it's bound with like a bordery, and this is like just a, what's it called? I can't think of it. Poster board cover. I might rebind this later on. And like rip this off the cover and rebind it because it's a little loose since it is a while ago. But I love this journal. I think there's a video on this maybe earlier on my channel of like the first page or this page. I'm pretty sure there's a video on this one. I like this page a lot. Moving on to last but not least. These were mini journals. I wanted to make a journal on my book. I wanted to make a little journal for the entire month of June to do like a daily journaling kind of thing. I ended up not, yeah, sorry, I can't speak. I ended up not making it in time, and so I decided to make this in June before I decided to do one book July. So in here, I use this book. I actually made two. I used magazine paper that I painted with some white chalk paint, and I went through and journaled on each page all the way up there, guys. I'm sorry. And yeah, really like this journal. It's a really different size. The size of this journal is, trying to find a ruler. 5.5 by a little more than like 5 3/4, give or take. So that's how big the journal is, and it's a different size. I've never used a size this small before, and so it was really interesting in painting on magazine paper. And so I have this one that's just left over that I made when I made this one. So we'll see how that one this turns out. I might make this into like a smaller art journal or something. Who knows? So that is all the journals I use as of June. I did make this video a while ago, but I had to re-record it because I do not know where I did the file. I think I deleted it or something, but it's okay because I did not include a journal. So yeah. And the reason I didn't include journals, I just recently found one of my journals in my room. I was like, oh, I forgot I was working in this one. So I just had to refilm it. So actually right now it's like July, but these are all the journals I used before I did one book July. So I wanted to make a video about this and show you guys. I do use more than one journal at a time. And it is because of, I want to call it sort of attention, but I like trying different things and different surfaces to kind of see what I like. And I'm not saying I dislike any of the things I'm doing or hate any of the things I'm doing right now. But for me, sometimes experimenting with different sizes just makes it more fun than to be stuck with a certain size. And for me, the patience of waiting for a journal page to dry if you're really in a crafting mood is sometimes hard. And even a blow dryer or heat tool is not working. And since I do use acrylic paint, I can't heat heat up all my pages because the acrylic paint will start to bubble and do weird things if it gets heated to a certain point when it's dry. So I can't do that to all my pages I do, so I have to keep that in mind. And so sometimes I like to have different things to work on, and then sometimes I don't always like to work on the same thing every single day. That's why I have multiple things I do. So I scrapbook, I do art journaling, I do other hobbies. But for me, having multiple things makes it really interesting. If I don't want to do, let's say I want to scrapbook or, document some memories, but I don't want to journal and I don't want to scrapbook. I'm not feeling the, yeah, sorry. I'm not feeling the want to scrapbook. I put myself down, I lay all my stuff out, scrapbook, and I just don't want to do it. I can do my junk journal scrapbook, which is a different version, but I still get the thing I want of documenting memories, just differently. And the same thing for these journals. I can art journal or whatever different ways with different formats. Now I know for some people having more than one journal is too hectic, and I just started doing this, but no, I've always had multiple things going on because I see new ideas. I'm like, oh, I want to try that. And sometimes I don't always have the patience to wait until I finish a journal because I don't work in my journals all the time or every day. And I feel like sometimes different sizes and different formats challenge you to do something different that maybe doing the same thing over and over, you kind of get in maybe a creative rut. And with my different journals, I don't have to. Now, I don't do all of them at the same time. Some journals I don't touch for a long time. A big journal I showed you, I haven't touched that journal in, I don't know, almost half of a year or so. And I'm okay with that. I don't have to finish them at the same time. I could finish one year and finish it the next 2 years. I don't put any pressure on myself. It's just the fun of being able to work on different surfaces and do different things with different sizes and see which size I prefer, because I don't really have a set size, I could say. So for me, that's what I do, and I really do enjoy it. It's a lot. It's just fun to do different things to see what you would want. And since I don't care too much of the paper that I'm using, I'm not a big paper snob. I do have some good quality paper. I don't really care too much if I use it or don't use it. I have found my favorite paper at cardstock, but I like using other papers too because it's just fun to see what different papers do when you put different materials on it. I love the feeling of when you put like watercolor or cardstock on thin paper and it gets all crinkly and it makes that noise. That to me is just like music to my ears. But I just want to show you guys this just in case you're thinking of maybe opening another journal. You don't have to complete one journal before you move to another journal. You can just do whatever. Some of my journals are halfway finished and some are barely even started. And I don't care. My junk journal scrapbook is almost finished. And I had it for like, when did I make that thing? I think a couple months. And it's almost done. But I haven't completed my art journal. So different things, different times call for different things to do for a different way of creatively expressing yourself. So for me, that's how I put it, but it's all up to you what you want to do. I hope this video inspired you. Maybe you're thinking of doing different size journals to see which one you like if you don't have a specific journal, or you just want to do what I do and have fun and just do whatever. Who cares if I have 17 journals going on at the same time? I mean, I might put a limit on it. But as of now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Those other 2 I showed you are just for YouTube. I don't really work on them all the time. So 5 or 6 journals I have going on at around the same time is what I do, and that's most likely gonna be my limit. I hope this was fun to see, and I hope you guys get crafty, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.